Alright, Shalom Yasharala. Back at it with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah by Hashem HaKodash. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to our Heavenly Father and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem HaKodash. Next up, double honors to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who still go out there to the highways and byways and feed us with the 100% truth according to the Bible and Ruel. And peace, blessings, and safety and mercy unto the Yakims out there who is pushing this truth in the four corners of the earth with boldness, righteousness, and in sincerity to the best of their abilities. In the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Machakwadash. What do people hear? What do they forbear? Back at it with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Machakwadash. The name of this lesson is going to be called The Fear of the Lord, man. The fear of the Lord. Always remember the fear of Yahweh Shem Shah, who the word is going to cause God and Jesus Christ. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into the scriptures. This is the book of Psalms 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Exactly, the fear of the Lord, man. And it's crazy because in this Bible that I have, the precept word right there is, and I'll feel reverence towards the Lord. Exactly. So then we're going to get that definition of that word owl. I believe that's how you pronounce it. A-W-E. Let me see. Let me get that definition. Give me 1 minute, Akim. This is the book of Psalms 111 verse 10 again. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And it says that I'll feel reverence towards the Lord, right? The definition of the word owl, let me see, is that how you say it? Awe. The definition of the word awe is a feeling of reverential respect mixed with fear and wonder. Exactly, man. So it's a fear and a respect towards Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Because we know that Yahweh Shem Shah is the big boss, man. So the fear of so once we fear Yahweh Shem Shah, you know what I'm saying, that's the beginning of the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. That's how we get the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, by fearing them. And it reads, and the wisdom of what? The wisdom of what? The wisdom of the scriptures, man. Not the wisdom of this world. And it reads, a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. Exactly. And they is talking about the elect, which we're hoping to be, man. We do have a good understanding of the scriptures, man. Through the starting off with our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down, man. Because Yahweh Shem Shah is working through us, man. Starting off with our apostles and our elders, man. We have a good understanding of the scriptures because it was given to us by the Lord. And the reason, and all they to do his commandments, right, to the best of their abilities. And the reason, his praise endureth forever. Exactly. And the elect of the nation of Israel, which we're hoping to be, are always going to praise those high holy names, man. We're always going to continue to praise Yahweh Shem Shah in this captivity, and we're going to praise Yahweh Shem Shah in our kingdom, man. That's going to be forever. This is the book of Psalms 112 and 1. Praise ye Yahweh Shem Shah. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. Exactly. And we delight in the work of the Lord, man. Us keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the Bible to the best of our abilities. Us going out there on the highways and byways, teaching our people, prophesying the downfall and destruction of America, man. We delight greatly in that, man. Delight meaning we love it. We love doing it, man. Because we fear Yahweh Shem Shah as well, man. That's first and foremost. So let me see. This is the book of Sirach 2 and 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. Exactly, man. The word if you obey somebody, that means you're doing what they're telling you to do, right? When you disobey somebody, meaning you're not doing what they're telling you to do. The 2/3 of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, ain't confusing the faces, continually disobey the Lord of what he says to do, right? But the elect, which we're hoping to be, we're always going to try to obey what the Lord tells us to do, man. Because we fear Yahweh Shem Shai. We're not going to disobey his commandments, man. We're going to keep them to the best of our ability. And it reads, and they that love him will keep his ways, right? And we already know what love is according to the scriptures, according to 1 John 5 and 3. It's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible to the best of your ability, man. You know? And we're gonna keep those high holy days. We're gonna keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures to the best of our ability. You know. So we're gonna go from there to the book of y'all already know. This is basic. We always got to go to the basics through the Spirit. So we're gonna go to the book of Job 28, verse 28, and it reads, and unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Exactly. And what man is it talking about? It's talking about your Israelite man. These so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and Confucian faces. Behold means to look. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Exactly, man. That's how that's how you obtain the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, by first and foremost fearing Yahweh Shem Shai, who the word you're gonna call God and Jesus Christ, man. This is according to the scriptures. And it reads, and to depart from evil is understanding. That word evil meaning wickedness, man. In this particular passage right here, it says to depart from evil is understanding. And we just read in Sirach the 2nd chapter in the 15th verse, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, right? So they that fear the Lord is going to depart from evil, other things that he hates, man. And that's what we're doing, man, to the best of our ability. We're departing from evil or being evil, so we won't be the children of disobedience in the eyes of the Lord, man. Salakia Akim. So now we're gonna go from there. Y'all already know where we're gonna go now. Proverbs, the 1st chapter. This is the book of Proverbs 1-7. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Shai, is the beginning of knowledge. Exactly. See, that's the beginning of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, man. First and foremost, fearing the Lord, man. These Christians always talking about some, I love the Lord, I love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They always talking about love, but they never mention fear, man. The Lord wants you to fear him, man. Then love comes afterwards, which is love is an action word, which is keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible to the best of your ability, man. And it reads, but fools despise wisdom and instruction, right? Fools, idiots, morons, dunce, a meatball, a stupid idiot, man. Which is all that words, so all those synonyms and definitions sums up to a nigga, man. A nigga despises wisdom and instruction of what? Of the Bible, man. Because once you talk scriptures to a 2/3 nigga, man, he don't want to hear it, man. He don't want to hear it. But once you talk about wickedness, like rolling up a blunt, hitting a chick, or having sex with a chick that has a man already, they glorifying that, man. But talk the scriptures to a nigga, man, he don't want to hear it. Yeah. And that precept word there for the beginning of knowledge is principle beginning, right? And we already know the word principle meaning the main or the most important thing. So it's the most important beginning part of getting into the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures and getting into the ministry, which is fearing the Lord, man. And like I said, I'm going through some basic scriptures, man, through the Spirit. We always love keeping it simple and basic. So now we're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. And it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Right, this is our purpose in life, man. And it reads, fear Yahweh Shem Shai, that's first and foremost, fearing those names and fearing him, the Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning, right? So as we read and get more understanding of the scriptures, it's supposed to put us in more fear of the Lord. And keep his commandments, right? And keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible to the best of your abilities, man. And it reads, for this is the whole duty of man, right? And there go that word man once again. And then once again, it's talking about the Israelite man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians ain't confusing their faces, man. Who look like the other nations, but through the seed of your father are Israelites. You know, this is our whole duty. This is our calling in life, man. You know, this is what we're born to do, so to speak, man. As that saying is in the world, man. We was born to do this because the Lord, Jeremiah 1:5, the Lord predestined us to do this, man. The Lord's willing to be of the elect. Starting off with our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, man. I'll get one more. The book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the holy is understanding. Exactly. The knowledge of the holy, you know what I'm saying? Understanding what the Lord hates and what he loves, man. You know, that's the understanding, man. We have to understand what the Lord hates and what he loves, man. What the Lord wants us to do and what he wants us not to do, man. What he wants us to eat and what he wants us not to eat, man. Getting the knowledge of wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah is going to lead us to understanding more of the scriptures, man. You know? Because, matter of fact, I get that right there. This is the book of Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, right? Once again, that word principle meaning most important. Therefore, get wisdom, right? Therefore, get wisdom while you still can, man. Because the famine of the word is here, man. You know, it's just got to be implemented. And it reads, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exactly. So with all thy getting, as you're reading the scriptures, make sure you're getting the real understanding of what you're reading. Like for an example, because anybody can read the story of Adam and Eve, right? But you see what these wacky-tacky Christians and these Roman Catholics go into, they think it's a literal thing. But we know according to the scriptures, it wasn't a literal thing, man. That's why the scripture said, well, all thy getting, as you're reading the scriptures, make sure you're getting the understanding of what you're reading. Just like the apostle Philip did to the Ethiopian eunuch, which was an Israelite foreigner. He told him, he said, understandest what thou readest? And the Israelite foreigner, the Ethiopian eunuch, said, how can I except some man guide me? You know? So the Lord has set up teachers to guide us to breaking down the scriptures correctly and directly through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. And those teachers are the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, man. You know, and the heads of our camp and brothers, you know. So, hey, with that, I mean, I hope this video was edifying for y'all that's watching. Something quick, something simple through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. You know what I'm saying? Before I close out, I want to say, Kol Haloyim, Wakabayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bachakwadash. Next up, double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and safety, and mercy, and salutations unto Yakims out there who's pushing this truth from the four corners of the earth. With that, I want to say Shalom, Waquam, Yasharal.